Happy Canada Day. Today I'm in my kitchen and I'm making German potato salad. Now it's not classic old school German potato salad, even though it's taken on the basis of German potato salad. My mom, being German, was the queen of potato salad. She'd probably have a fit knowing that I was changing the recipe, but I've just changed a few things just to make it a little lighter and healthier. Typically in an old-fashioned German potato salad, there's a lot of lard. They use for the basis of the vinaigrette, they use the lard of the bacon, and I'm just not into that. So here's my version. So I just want to go through my ingredients really quick, cap them out for you. I have some boiled potatoes with the skin on, very similar to my Italian potato salad. So skin on, and they're cooling, they're still nice and warm. And half a pack of bacon. I've chosen to go with a thick, good quality bacon. So this is like a thick cut. You don't want to use wimpy bacon in this recipe. And in here we have some chopped parsley, fresh parsley, and a little bit of a scallion chopped up. Just the tips. I'm not going to use the onion part. Balsamic white vinegar, oil, garlic, Dijon mustard, salt, pepper, and in here I have a whole red onion, and it's been caramelizing on the stove for about a half an hour. Patience is the key when you're caramelizing onions. Very low and slow. My trick is get it going on a medium heat, and then once it's a little bit soft, you don't want to be in the frying mode, so you don't want the onions to really brown. I sprinkle with a little bit of salt, and then I put the lid on. A lot of people start to add water because the onions are frying rather than caramelizing. If you put the lid on, it creates steam. It starts softening your onions, and the slow cooking of those onions releases the sugars, and that's what we want. We don't want bitter onions. We want a nice sweet onion. So I'm just going to move the camera and show you what we have here. It's almost ready for the next step. So our caramelized onions are ready. We're just going to raise the heat a little bit. So I did mention that I put the lid on to get them low and slow, but halfway through I do take the lid off once they start softening. So this is what your caramelized onions look for. I sauteed them with a little bit of olive oil. Okay, so now when you've reached this step, we're just going to hit it with about a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. And that's going to really caramelize and make that really nice and sweet. So we just want to cook out the vinegar a little bit and boil it out so that it also caramelizes. Oops, almost lost my camera there. All right, that's done. So that's going to be poured over our potatoes, and it's also going to be part of what is the vinaigrette of this potato salad. Just gonna put that there for now. Okay, I've gone ahead and I've chopped up the bacon into nice little pieces. And I want to mention that the bacon was cooked on 500, so it was a broil, middle rack, and then I flipped it halfway through, and I cooked it on a cookie sheet lined with foil, and that's how I always cook my bacon, and then I let it drain on a paper towel. So that, I went ahead and did that, and I'm going to go ahead and peel the potatoes, and I just want to mention that this is a full bag of potatoes. So this is going to yield a nice sized potato salad. So half a pack of bacon and a 5-pound bag of potatoes. And yeah, we'll see you back after I peel and chop these potatoes. I've cooked these potatoes until they were fork tender. We don't want them falling apart. We want them to keep their shape when we peel and chop them. and very similar to my Italian potato salad. Okay, and I'll see you back after we're ready to assemble the dressing and the potatoes. Okay, so our potatoes are all cut up, and we're just gonna throw our bacon in. Now my onions are back on the stove because we want to put all the ingredients in hot or warm. I just wanted to warm that up again. There we go. So this does not need a lot of dressing like my Italian potato salad. The basis of the dressing is the flavors are from the ingredients. So the old school German potato salad didn't really have a fancy dressing. I've spruced up this dressing because I've chosen to not take the flavoring from the bacon, the rendering of the bacon fat, and so we have to substitute that flavor with some and jazz it up a little bit with some other ingredients. So this is not typical in old school German potato salad, because old school is just onions, garlic, the fat from the bacon, white vinegar, parsley, and the potatoes, and that's it. And salt and pepper, of course. So now, having said that, let's get started on our dressing. So we don't need a lot of added oil. I'm going to say like 1/4 cup at the most. Okay. We want about 1/4 cup of vinegar as well. Good sprinkling of black pepper. Tablespoon of salt. I know that seems like a lot, but potatoes are rather bland and you do have to season them. Tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Any flavor you like. And a tablespoon of garlic. You can use fresh garlic, but my opinion is this is a little milder. And I don't like the garlic to compete with the caramelized onions. Some chefs will tell you that onions and garlic cancel each other out. Excuse me. Onions and garlic will cancel each other out. I use them combined all the time, but I do believe that one does compete with the other, so we don't want to do that in this recipe. So give that a stir. We're going to pop that back into our pan here. We're just going to heat it up a little bit. So back on the stove. Let's taste it for salt. Perfect. So we're just going to heat that up again a little bit. As you can already see, the potatoes are already looking like they're coated and moist. So there's not a lot of fuss with this potato salad. So we want that to come to a boil. Let it stir. There we go. And just pour that over our potatoes. just like my Italian potato salad, you do want this to sit. Day ahead is always best, but I have a few hours before I deliver this to my sisters. So it should get nice and flavorful. Okay, right at the end here, we're gonna put our fresh chopped parsley, green onion, and there you have it. A bit of a stir. There you have it. German potato salad, perfect for Canada Day, perfect for any barbecue, side dish to any meal. I hope you enjoyed that video. Talk to you soon.